Good morning, dear. Good morning, Charlie.
I know people who lift their feet when a beautiful woman enters the room.
That's all right, dear.
I also know people are quick to push in their mother's chair.
Thank you, dear.
Finally, I know people who are quick to give their mother the second section of the morning paper.
Thank you.
Look at your mother, Charlie, bathed in the morning sunlight and reflected off this dining room table. Look at her and ask yourself one very important question. What is worth her ultimate attention? Your mother or Miss Kelly?
Who is Miss Kelly?
Never you mind. Charlie, my mother. Good, Charlie, fine. I think you and I shall take a trip upstairs before we leave for the day.
Good morning, Annie.
Good morning, Mrs.
Tell Irma I'll have 2 poached eggs for breakfast this morning.
Yes, Mrs.
Thank you, Annie.
Hey!
Oops. I thought you'd gone.
I forgot my briefcase. What's going on?
I have to get this term paper done.
In here.
Where else?
You're going to type.
Why not?
In here, at that table.
Why not?
Because it was designed for it, that's why.
Howard,
Lucky I came back. Next thing you know, you'll be feeding the dog our lowest off China.
it's got more pads under it. I checked. I'll get something else if you want.
You're not going to use those placemats.
I thought I would, yes.
Those are good placemats.
We haven't used them in 10 years.
Those are extremely good placemats, Ellie. Mother got those in Italy.
All right. I'll use these in. Mind if I use these? We put pods on them. We can certainly put a typewriter.
Yes, Mrs.
Annie, I wonder if anything may have happened to my poached eggs.
Irma is cooking 2 more, Mrs.
2 more?
The first one slid off the plate while she was buttering the toast.
Is she drinking again,
No.
Annie? Tell me the truth.
I don't think so, Mrs.
I'd better go see. A simple question of 2 poached eggs? Honestly, Annie, sometimes I believe it would be better if we were to do things ourselves.
Don't you have a plane to catch? It's kind of hard work when your husband's hovering over you like a helicopter.
Well, it's kind of hard to leave you wife systematically mutilating the dining room table.
Oh, be careful, Howard. Now, goodbye.
Couldn't you please work somewhere else?
Where, please?
What's wrong with the kitchen table?
It doesn't work. Last time the kids got peanut butter all over my footnotes.
I'll set the bridge table in the living room.
How'd you have to move when you and the boys went to watch a football game?
Meaning you leave all that stuff there.
I thought I would, yes.
All that shit all over the dining room.
It's a term paper, Howard. It's crucial for my degree.
You mean you're gonna commandeer the dining room for the rest of the term?
It just sits here, Howard. It's never used.
What if you want to give a dinner party?
Since when have you given a dinner party?
What if you want to have a few people over, for Christ's sake?
We can eat in the kitchen.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody does it these days.
That doesn't make it right.
Let me get this done, Howard. Let me get a good grade and a master's degree and a good job so I get out of here every single day.
Fine! What the hell? Then why don't I turn into a tool room every night?
Why did you tell Mildred to wake me up, Mother? Just a minute, Carolyn. Let me finish this grocery list. It's Saturday, Mother. Well, I know it's Saturday, dear, and I do apologize, but something rather important's come up. I need you to make a little decision.
What decision?
Why don't you start your breakfast, Carolyn? Nobody can think on an empty stomach. Now, guess who telephoned this morning? Who? Your Aunt Martha.
Oh, I
himself into oblivion. And Mrs. Williams got a tip uterus.
Here now, you stop my tongue.
Well, it's true, Anne. And it proves that money isn't everything, so you don't have to leave us.
It's not just the money, darling.
Then what, Anne? Don't you like us anymore?
Michael,
Don't you like my family?
Vicky,
Are you still mad at me because I beat you in the bathtub?
that's enough now.
Then what is it, Anne? How come you're just leaving?
Because I don't want to do domestic service no more.
Why?
Because I don't like it no more, right?
That's because Ida left you got too much to do, Anne.
No, darling.
I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll clean up after myself. I'll pick up my towel. I'll be more careful when I pee. I'm serious. And I'll tell my mom not to have so many dinner parties and give you more time off. You can have all day off Sunday.
No, darling.
I'm serious, Anne.
I know, darling. I know.
Okay, let's measure it out then. When are you going to be going, Anne?
As soon as your mother finds somebody else.
She can't find anyone else.
She will. She will.
She says she can't. They keep showing up with dirty fingernails and dyed hair. 22 feet 6 inches.
Well, it's a fine room.
Big room. So you've got to say, Anne, you just can't leave people in the lurch.
Hey, let's look at these French doors.
Looking. I'm also thinking about Ethos.
I'll stay take away from this one.
8 feet 4 inches. You want to get married?
Maybe.
That guy you told me about from church?
Maybe.
You will. You'll have a family too, I'll bet. You'll have a boy of your own, I know it. Hold this tight now. Will you come back and visit us?
Well, my yes.
You won't, Anne.
I will surely.
No, you won't. I'll never see you again. 12 feet 2 inches.
Come here, Mike.
No.
Come give Aggie a big hug.
No, why should I? No.
Just a squeeze for old time's sake.
No! Go hug your own kid, Agnes. I got work to do. I'll miss a whole day of school.
Michael.
Okay. There's your dining room, Doctor.
There it is.
Big room, light room, commodious room.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we bought the house.
And one of the reasons we should consider breaking it up.
Breaking it up.
Now bear with me. Let's say we turn this room into an office for you and a waiting room for your patients.
I thought we planned to open up those maid rooms on the 3rd floor.
Hold on. Relax. The patient trusts the psychiatrist, doesn't he? Why can't the psychiatrist trust the architect? Here's the ground plan of your house. Here's what you're stuck with for the moment. And here, with these approximate dimensions, is your dining room.
I see.
Now suppose, just suppose we started with a clean slate. Let's say we break through here and here, slap a beam in here, gut this, get rid of this entirely, throw this out, and slap a beam in right here, and what do we have?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, we don't have a dining room anymore. That's what we don't have.
But where would we eat?
Here, right here. Look, I'm putting in an eating area. Here's your fridge, your cooking units, Cuisinart, butcher block table, chrome chairs. Look at the space, the flow. Wife cooks dinner, kids set the table, you stack the dishes. All right here, democracy at work in your own home. Okay. You come down to breakfast. Everyone's enjoying his or her own thing. Eggs, cornflakes, Pop-Tarts, whatever. You sit, you eat, you chat, you read the paper, you say goodbye, you come in here to go to work. Do you have a nurse or a receptionist?
No, just a humble street.
Okay. Well, you come in here to your reception room, you adjust the magazines on a pile here, maybe add your newspaper to the pile, then you go through the soundproof doors into your office. You select a book from the wall unit here, switch on your stereo console here, and settle behind your desk module here. You sit, you read, you listen to music. Soon, buzz, the patient arrives. Set aside your book, switch off your stereo, and buzz him in through the soundproof doors. He sits on the couch there, tells you his dream. You look out the window here. He leaves. You write him up. Soon it's time for lunch. You come in here, have lunch with the wife and one of the kids, maybe stroll back in here for a nap.
More buses, more patients, and soon it's time for a good, easy, cooperative supper with the family.
But not in the dining room.
No, not the dining room.
This room has such resonance.
So does a church. That doesn't mean we have to live in it. Look, I know whereof I speak. I grew up in a room like this.
Oh, yes?
Oh, sure. This room is home turf to me.
Really?
Oh, God, yes. My father used to sit in a chair just like this. And my mother sat here, and my sister sat here. And I sat right here. Oh, how it all comes back.
Do you want to tell me about it?
It was torture. That's all. All those endless meals, waiting to begin, waiting for the dessert, waiting to get up so they couldn't lean on you anymore.
Was it that bad?
Oh, man, it was brutal. I remember the one time I came to the table without washing my hands, and my father...
Go on.
Never mind. The point is, Doctor, it's time to get rid of this room. To tell you frankly, I'm not interested in screwing around with any more maids' rooms. I can do that when I sleep. What I want is the chance to get in here, so I can open up your whole ground floor. What do you say?
I'll have to think about it.
Okay. All right, fine. Take your time. Tell you what, I'll send you my bill for the work I've done so far.
Great. And I'll send you mine.
All right, children, come on in. We're ready. No, children! This is a dining room. This is not the monkey house at the zoo. All right. I'll just have a room to put away all the ice cream and cake. That's much better. Wiki, you make a cake and give everyone a piece. Rooster, why don't you pass out the ice cream?
What'd you wish for?
I won't tell.
Think it'll come true?
No,
Should make it impossible.
Judy. So would Frank.
I thought he didn't care.
Well, he cared if it was messed up.
We could move.
Go where?
I have an uncle in Syracuse.
Syracuse. Is it nice?
I think it's off the lake.
Syracuse.
We could go there. I get Bill this summer, you have Winky.
Syracuse.
We can make this work.
Wiki, honey, don't forget to wipe your mouth.
Billy,
What?
can you come here a moment, please? Bill, do you have to go to the bathroom?
No.
Then stop doing that.
Stop doing what?
You know what?
Oh, sorry.
Back to the
Your
park.
own business, everyone. Yes, I know you do, dear. I grew up
Who did?
to just pick up sticks.
I know.
This is where I live.
So do I.
Well,
I guess we'll just have to behave ourselves now.
can't.
Be good little children.
Just can't stand.
I know, and if we have to be sitting next to each other at a party, we just have to behave ourselves.
We won't be seated next to each other. I'm sure Judy's will make sure.
For a while.
Quite a while.
Everyone's finished, Mommy.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Here's your ring from the cake.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Good for you, honey.
Time to go then?
Well, I have planned some games.
Want me to stay?
That would be helpful, yes.
Then I'll stay.
All right, children, in the living room now for some games. All kinds of games. Spin the tail on the donkey, blind man's bluff.
I'll get them started.
Would you hug over appreciate Roberta?
I'll be the donkey.
Stop that.
I'll be the ass.
Stop that.
Come on, Mommy, we're waiting.
All right, dear.
Morning. Mess in here. All right this morning?
And which one are you?
I'm Nick, Grandpa.
And what do you want?
To have lunch with you, Grandpa.
Late.
I went down to the club.
Who said I'd be at the club?
My parents said you always eat there.
Lately I've been coming home.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to be at the club anymore. I'd rather be here at my own table. Dora takes care of me now, don't you, Dora?
Yes, sir.
Well, you tracked me down. That shows some enterprise. Dora, please bring him some lunch.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Grandpa.
So, you're Nick, eh?
Yes, I am.
You're the one that wants to go to Europe this summer.
No, that's Mary. That's my cousin.
You're the one who wants the automobile. Says he can't go to college without an automobile.
No, that's my brother Tony, Grandpa.
Well, what do you want?
Oh, I don't want.
Everyone who sits down with me wants something. Usually it's money. You want money?
Yes, sir.
And for what?
For my education, Grandpa.
Ah, education, eh? That's a good thing. It could be. You know, it doesn't have to be. It could be a bad thing. Where do you want to be educated?
St. Luke's School in Litchfield, Connecticut.
I've never heard of it.
It's an excellent boarding school for boys.
But is it Catholic?
I don't think so, Grandpa.
It sounds Catholic to
I
me.
think it's high Episcopalian, Grandpa.
Well, then it's expensive.
Well, my parents think it's a first-rate school.
Ah, yes, your parents think.
They've come through a lot of schools and decided that this one's the best.
They decided, huh?
Yes, sir.
And they decided you should get your grandfather to pay for it all.
Yes, sir.
Another one leaving the nest, Dora.
Yes, sir.
And taking a bit of the nest egg from him, too. Why don't you stay here?
Oh, me?
You?
Because I want to broaden myself.
Want to what?
I want to broaden my horizons. My horizons need broadening.
See?
And I'll meet interesting new friends.
Well, don't you
sure, Grandma.
I do. I have interesting friends right here. I know a man who builds boats in his basement.
But
I even know a man who plays golf with his wife.
I'll meet interesting new types, Grab, from all over the country. New York, California.
Why would you want to meet anyone from New York?
Well, they're more sophisticated, Grab. They'll buff me up.
What?
My mother says they need buffing up.
Dora, do you think he needs buffing up?
No, sir.
Dora doesn't think you need buffing up. I don't think you need buffing up. You'll have to give us better reasons.
Well, they have advanced Latin there,
I see,
and an indoor hockey rink,
yes,
and beautiful grounds and surroundings.
well, don't we have beautiful surroundings? Why must we go away in order to have beautiful surroundings?
I don't know. All I know is everyone's going away these days.
Everyone's going away. Hear that, Dora? Everyone's going away.
An awful lot of people are going away.
Now I have to go away.
Yes,
Go to country now. To old PS 36 down on Huron Street.
yes,
Didn't even finish. My father died and I had to go to work. I had to support my mother.
I know that, Gwen.
My father didn't even go to school at all. He learned Greek at the plow.
You told us, Graham.
Yeah, well, I didn't do too badly. Not without a high Episcopal boarding school and indoor hockey rink.
But you're a self-made man, Graham.
Oh, is that what I am? Oh, what are you? Don't you want to be self-made, or do you want others to make you? What do you have to say about that?
I don't know.
Everyone's going away. Me? I went away twice in my entire life. Took 2 vacations. First vacation, I took a week off from work to marry your grandmother. In the Hot Springs, Virginia. Bought this table. Second vacation, to Europe, 1928, again with your grandmother. I hate the place. I knew I would. Miserable news. Took a truckload of shredded wheat and came home and finished. Back to this table. They're scattering like birds, Dora.
Yes, sir.
Now we're small potatoes these days. This one here wants to go to one of those fancy New England boarding schools. Wants to play ice hockey indoors with that crowd from Long Island and Philadelphia. He'll come home speaking with marbles in his mouth. We won't understand a word, Dora. And we won't see much of him either. He'll go visiting in New York and Baltimore and drink liquor in the afternoons. And he'll mix it up with women who wear lipstick and trousers and whose only thought is the next dance. And he wants me to pay for it all. Am I right?
No, I don't want to go. Really, I never wanted to go. I want to stay here with all of you.
Finish your degrees. They're good for your lower intestines. No, you go. We've got to go. I'll send you to St. Whoosie's and Betsy to Miss Whatsie's and young Andy to whatever it's called. Mary can go to Europe this summer. Tony can have a car. It's all fine and dandy. Go on, go. Leave town, travel the world. That's bound to happen. But do you know who'll be sitting here when you get back? I'll tell you who'll be sitting right in this chair. Some Irish fellow, some Jewish gentleman will be sitting right in his chair saying the same thing to his grandson. And your grandson will be back at the plow. Come to think of it, it's not such a bad thing now, is it?
No, sir. Now go on and hurry. Get him his checkbook before he falls asleep.
What do you think?
You're in trouble.
Oh dear, I knew it.
You're coming in good.
I know the feeling.
Going apart the seams.
Do you think it's hopeless?
Well, let me check under the table.
It shakes very badly. I tried to have a few friends over for dinner the other night, and every time we tried to cut our chicken, our glasses started tinkling frantically. The chairs creaked and groaned. It was like having dinner at Pompeii.
Check the joints here.
It's all very sad how things run down and fall apart. I
All this is just garbage. It's bad.
I see.
And this pedestal over here, this bush probably needs a new dowel. I'll have to bring one out with another.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, in fact, I think your whole table needs to be rescrewed, rebooted, renewed. What?
Well, I've never been under a table before.
Oh yeah?
It's all just wood under here, isn't it?
That's all it is.
I mean, you'd think a dining room table was something special, but it isn't. Underneath, it's all just wood. Just a couple of big, wide boards.
That's all it is.
What's this here?
What's what?
Well, you'd have to come back under here to see. This right here burned into the wood. Freeman's Furniture, Wilkes-Barre, PA, 1898.
That's the manufacturer's mark.
1898?
That's what it says.
But that's not so old.
Not if it was made in 1898.
That's not old at all. That's not even antique. That's just American.
Well, there's a lot of these floating around. They used to crank them out at the end of the 19th century.
No, aren't I dumb? For years we've been thinking it's all been terribly valuable.
Well, it is in a sense. It's a solid, serviceable copy based on the English.
Huh. You know a lot about furniture, don't you?
I'm beginning to.
Beginning to. I bet your father was a cabinet maker or something.
My father was a banker.
A banker?
Mm-hmm. And I was a broker till I got into this.
I don't believe it.
One day I decided I wanted to see what I was doing and touch it. So I gave up the market and I picked up carpentry.
I'm amazed. I mean, I know some stockbrokers, but